Hey folks, it's Troy and I am representing the Dyrt.com. I'm here at Outpost 2018 and it's been an adventure, I'll tell you that. Hope that you guys enjoy following, watching what's going on at the Outpost, and stay tuned. So I'm in the Redwood forest. It looks like it's been invaded by aliens. But these are actually the TENTSILE tents. This is mine. They're lending me for the weekend, and I've been using it. And it's called the Stingray. It actually fits 3 people. I think they have a dual model and a single model. This is the Stingray for 3 people. They're all, I don't know if you can see, but there's a connection point there. There's a connection point in the back. And there's a connection point here. So 3 connection points. It makes kind of a triangular form. And that's the basis of the TENTSILE Stingray. Actually, all the tents have 3 connection points. Well, this is the outer rainfly. Let's go underneath and see what we got. Alright, so just like any tent, you have a fly screen. A screen area. Keep out the insects. And open this up. And this is just kind of an example. You can have one person laying on that side. You can have another person laying on this side. There's actually plenty of room to store gear. So this is my gear over here. And then there's this part in the middle where I think you can store gear, or it may even be ventilated. And that would allow some air to come up through the middle. I think on some of the models you can actually enter that way. So that might be the case as well. So it's a combination of, I guess, ripstop nylon, and then there is some DAC aluminum frames that creates the shape. It makes it just kind of like a cool figure. Let's see what else. I think there's some mesh sewn into some of the parts where you can store the items. There's definitely connection points. But yeah, so this is the TENTSILE Stingray. I've never slept in one of these. I slept in it last night, and you know, it's comfortable. I thought like it would be like a hammock that would sag, but it's really more like a trampoline where it's very taut, and so you're laying completely flat, but you don't need like an air mattress or anything because it's so comfortable. I slept in this Kelty 20-degree bag. I think it may have gotten down to like 40, maybe 35 last night, but I was totally comfortable. Sometimes in hammocks, you know, when it gets cold, there's a lot of air that flows beneath it, and that actually, you know, the convection of the cool air, it cools the temperature of your hammock and makes you cold. But I didn't experience that at all last night. It was quite comfortable. So I'm a believer now. Like, I thought these were kind of a gimmick, but I'm a believer in these TENTSILEs, and man, if you know I could get my hands on one, it'd be awesome. It's really a sweet little deal, something kind of unique, you know, different from a tent and a hammock. TENTSILE, TENTSILE. All right, check it out.
That's what I thought too. So you either signed up for the hike or the show at offers. What is it? Yeah.
Our truck is open yet?
Elizabeth.
We've got, so there's 2 different styles, or 3 different styles. There's the OG, the BFG, and then we just released the runway, which is
You've got about a 2-mile loop. I will warn you, about halfway through on the run, the biggest hill is there, and then we come back down, finish pretty easy. So for both through the hike, we'll have a couple of Merrell people scattered throughout, but you guys are going with the Save the Redwoods group. You guys want to introduce yourself?
Well, I work for Save the Redwoods, but they are a really special tree. They are the tallest and the largest trees on the planet. So we're gonna hike, like I said, all the way to this grove that's pretty far down or along the river. It's about a mile away, so that you all can see some really special redwoods. So that's what You just talk to all the people.
I think I'm signed up for it.
Just moved out here from Florida and loving it. Like,
Yeah, it becomes a negative like byproduct of that environment sucks because you're like surrounded by all this money, and you're like young punk with a kid flying.
Oh, this is not bad.
This is probably third growth maybe in here. You can see like, actually this is a cool one to look at over here that's got
Like a whole tree growing out of it.
grown back over the stump again. Which,
We took a little break and actually had tea made from the leaves of a redwood tree.
So redwoods and salmon go together. That's kind of a thing. I don't know, a concept to take is just the importance of, you know, kind of that symbiotic nature. There I go again. I don't know. Everybody maybe knows it. Symbiosis. It's like that, you know, that synergy that you get between, you know, salmon bring all the nutrients up into a watershed, which helps fertilize the trees. Bears carry the salmon up into the forest, and then they, you know, poop and all that, and brings all the nutrients up, and then in turn, the redwoods fall into the creek and help create that habitat complexity that's so good for the stream ecosystem. So.
No trace principles. I'll take the cup. Everybody's cup. I won't reuse them.
Son, you want to add it?
Story, but it allows you to like put a couple more images in there while it's keeping it minimal. So yeah, I really like that. Especially just they have one where there's just like a white bar at the bottom and it's still a vertical image. There's just like, it's easy, but it's also like a very well presented like gallery.
Hey, it's Troy, and I'm here with Lindsay from Tiny Atlas
Quarterly.
And she just gave an awesome workshop on Instagram. And so we covered a number of points, but Lindsay, what would you say your top like 3 hints for anybody who wants to up their game in Instagram?
Sure. Number one is really just be yourself. Don't try and be someone else you're admiring on Instagram. Number two would be to shoot every single image in like 3 different ways. So maybe really close up, really pulled back, and maybe from like a strange angle or like a mid-range. And number 3 would be don't be afraid to move your body. Climb up on a rock, get down on the ground, like really work your angles, pay attention to the light.
Yeah, that's great advice. I enjoyed the workshop. I do a little photography, but the Instagram thing is a whole different game.
Yeah.
But check out Tiny Atlas Quarterly.
Thank you.
What up, folks? At the Outpost, and I just picked up a new skill. It's called the One Wheel, and it's basically an electronic one-wheel skateboard, and it's pretty easy to learn. Like I just got like a minute worth of instruction, and then hopped on, and you can start kind of slowly, and then you just kind of start riding. It has like a gyroscopic something in it that kind of controls it so it can stop and start and balance. And I'm gonna try to get a shot of it. You can see my feet. Yeah, so I think they charge up in about 20 minutes, and then they can ride for, I don't know what the range is right now, but they have 2 different versions. It's pretty sweet. I mean, it's just easy.
You want me to get some shots of you riding?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, so I'm here at the Outpost, and I just got finished doing the One Wheel experience, and I have Sarah here. Sarah,
Hi.
how's it going?
Good, how are you?
So Sarah works for One Wheel. Can you tell me a little bit about this company and the product? It was a great experience. You got to try it.
Yeah, we're based out of Santa Cruz. We are an e-skateboard, but unlike any other board out there, we're hands-free. So A lot of people film on them. You can go on any terrain. Right now we're doing some trails out here, but people go on the beach or even use them as commuter vehicles in San Francisco. Yeah, we have 2 boards. We have the Plus, and that goes about 5 to 7 miles on one charge. Charge takes about 20 minutes. And then we have the XR, that extra range, and that goes 12 to 15 miles on a charge.
Yeah, I think I was on the XR, and it had a little extra boost to it. It was awesome. I recommend that one. Also, they just gave me like 30 seconds, a minute of instructions. I did a little testing, and then after about 5 minutes, I felt really comfortable. It's so easy to learn, and so that was awesome.
Yep, it's
Appreciate
for everyone. Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
Okay, thanks for your time.
No, like it was a few months before, but I committed.
Yeah, we just kind of filled your spot.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
As soon as you lose.
I can wait a little bit.
Hey, so I'm here at one of the special experiences at the Outpost, and I'm here with James. He's got a really cool project, the Tree Monkey Project. He's here today showing people how to climb a redwood tree, and I actually did it. Super cool experience. But James, tell me about what you're doing here today, and then also about the larger project that you're working on.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, my name is James. I also go by the name of Captain Monkey. I started the project, the Tree Monkey Project. That's here on the sign. And today we're taking people up in the trees to show them the experience of what it's like, how to get up in a tree and how to safely rappel back down. Now, these are tree climbing techniques that we use. I'm a professional arborist, so we use these techniques every day in order to be able to do tree work. 4 years ago, I decided to introduce tree climbing, technical tree climbing, to indigenous tribes and other nonprofits so that they can use it in helping protect the environment and protect animals in the environment. So I went around the world and started teaching tree climbing to nonprofits in Indonesia and Malaysia that are working with orangutans and sun bears so that they can help do rescues. And I was teaching tribes in Ecuador and Brazil how to climb trees so that they can harvest fruits, harvest medicinal plants up in trees, and also do the same thing that we're doing back here, which is taking people up in trees for fun and for tourism. And I also helped a nonprofit last year put listening devices up in trees so that they could listen for the sounds of illegal activities like chainsaws, motorcycles, trucks, so they can stop illegal logging, illegal poaching as it's happening, rather than find out about it, weeks or months later. So tree climbing is really one of the most incredible experiences that anybody can do in nature. As you can see, they're going to be going up approximately 65, 70 feet up into this redwood tree, this beautiful redwood tree that's about 200 feet tall. And it's an experience that rarely anybody ever gets to do after they've grown up. So I'm happy to share that with everybody here at the Outpost, and I'm happy to share that with you. Okay. And I'm glad you made it.
Yeah. It was a little strenuous on the arms, but my technique needs some polishing. But James, also your foundation, and I think you have a website, right? Like,
yes.
Somebody wanted to find out more, if they wanted to contribute, they can do it through your website?
Yes, they can do it through the website. The website is treemonkeyproject.org. And we are looking for donations. We will be going back to Borneo here in October. We're going to be going back to Ecuador in December. And we've got a number of other trips slated here for earlier next year. So we'll be happy for anybody's help and contribution.
Cool. Okay, treemonkeyproject.org. Check it out. Thank you.
Thank you.
And well, I'll show you the different options that you have. Then you're going to pick out one of these patches in the bags. And then you can pick out one of our patches, and then an enamel pin in this thing here, whichever one you want, and then I'm going to help you get set up with needle and thread. You can have your thread be whatever color you want. You can try to match the background, or you can do something bright and contrasting. It's up to you. And then in the paracord, you can change out the zipper pulls to a different color if you want. So just as you come through the line, let us know if you want your zipper pull. Some of our bags have cinch cords, and I'll show you what that is. The stitch cord is this that pulls the top of your bag together like that. You can change out one or both, it's up to you. Just let us know and we'll help you out with that part. Yeah, it's not so straightforward.
And then we have some of the biggest giant sequoia trees in the world, just a couple mile hike from our camp. And sometimes instead of doing this, you can just go down and then up, and that keeps wind going through it.
Got a little one.
There you go.
Oh, we did it, team.
Look at that.
Was anything going on?
Okay, where'd it go?
And it pushes out.
Woo!
So it's great.
You guys want to get at it?
Hey, so we're here at the Outpost, and we came across the AIRSTREAM booth, and they have some great models here, some of the new models. But we came across this little one that's just really functional and this is one of the AIRSTREAM ambassadors, Andrea.
Yes.
Andrea, can you introduce yourself and describe the model that you have and maybe why you chose it? Yeah.
So I'm Andrea Umbach, and I have a base camp. I've had it for 2 years now. I had one of the very first ones that came out. And I use it like a yurt on wheels. It's not a New York apartment on wheels. It's a yurt on wheels. And the way I set it up is as if I'm backpacking in the wilderness, but I happen to have a trailer that can be out there with me.
Okay.
So this is what a new model for AIRSTREAM. It is only 2,500 pounds, so you can literally pull it with an SUV or a light body truck to pull it with. And it's really set up to be out in the wilderness, as well as a toy hauler. So I have a bike and surfboards that I carry in it. So it's got D-rings inside, so you can put your gear through the back door and secure it down, and then go where you want to go. Drop your trailer, get your gear out, and go surfing, go biking, whatever you want.
That's awesome.
And it's lightweight enough so you really can go on backcountry roads and off-road. It's not going to be one of those huge trailers that you have a hard time backing up.
Yeah. So do you part-time in this or full-time in it, or what is your balance?
This trailer is smaller where I would not want a full-time in it. It's really like a base camp.
Okay.
But I use it a lot for going backpacking, going biking, surfing trips. So I'll be in it for. Last summer I was in it for 3.5 weeks straight. This summer I've taken 4 trips, and they're all like 7 to 8 days long.
Okay.
So it's a really great base camp for going out and doing adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you take me inside and just show me a little bit about the space and maybe some of the unique features that you really have enjoyed?
Yeah, totally.
All right, let's try to do this. I think there's people inside, but hopefully we'll be able to get in there and see it.
All right.
All right.
We're coming in for a tour. Would you mind stepping out? Cool. Thanks. So this is the inside of the base camp. It's designed, as I mentioned, for a toy hauler, so the back door opens wide, and you see on the floor there's 4 D-rings that allow you to tie your gear down.
Yeah.
When I arrive at my campsite, I open up the back door, I take out my bike and surfboard and store them outside, and then this turns into my living space.
And it's a good view out the back door, right?
Totally. And there's a screen that drops down, so bugs come in. There's screens also in the front door as well.
Yeah.
But there's 2 tables that you can have for eating. And then at night when you want to sleep, you drop the tables down to cocktail level, and there's flaps on these 2 benches that flap down, and you've got a queen size bed.
Okay. And then describe this area over here.
So this is this awesome kitchen. It's a really great space for cooking in the wilderness because it's not huge. It's kind of like a camp area, camp kitchen. So sink, 2-burner stove, fridge and freezer, so you can still have ice. And also lots of storage for pots and pans and dishes. This is storage for wet stuff and boots and pots and pans. Mine trailer in up north has this as storage, but you can have a microwave, and then storage here. So
that's awesome.
It's got 2 propane tanks, so there's plenty of
propane for heating the trailer as well as cooking and doing hot water.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is
bathroom. Here we go.
Everybody always wants to see the bathroom.
This is a great bathroom. You have to, it's got shower as well, and then a drying rack. And this also allows you to take your shower head outside through that hatch there and take outdoor showers. So, you know, when you are out in the wilderness, the last thing you want to do is go pump out frequently with your trailer. So this is a combined black and gray water trailer, and it's 27 gallons. So I take a shower outside mostly, so I'm not filling my gray tank with shower water. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to make this happen as quickly as possible so you guys get more time with the hawk and less of us talking.
So we're from West Coast Falconry. I'm Hillary.
I'm Kate.
We have a special.
This is Avalon.
That's the only thing that you have to know. We don't care if you know our names, but you got to know her name because when you're calling her, you need to know her name. So this is
Avalon.
Awesome.
Yay, you passed.
Okay, so we have a special use permit with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife that allows you guys, as non-licensed falconers, to glove up and have a trained bird of prey fly to you. We're competing with.
Good girl, Avalon.
Yeah.
She's got wings and things.
Avalon. Avalon.
Like 6 to 9 pound jackrabbits. Good girl, Avalon.
She's much lighter than I thought when I first saw her.
That's what we were just saying.
Yeah. Avalon.
Watch the birdie. Avalon. And some people that have done classes with me in the whole, they never look at the bird when it flies. Okay. There we go. Okay, have her swing her arm towards that guy.
Just open up.
There you go. Go for it. Make a nice strong fist. Arm up. Remember.
I don't like buying milk, right? That's the one thing at the grocery store. It doesn't make sense. Every other item they sell, like you grab a bag of marshmallows off the shelf, all the other marshmallows don't come at you. But milk, the heaviest item in the store, they sell on a ramp that's aimed at your face. All right, pull 1 gallon off, 7 others slam forward. It's 2%. You want it non-fat, but you can't put it back. I discovered, though, you push those other milks hard enough, they disappear.
So I'm at a new spot. This is the rope swing. There's a footbridge over there, a big log. I actually crossed this area yesterday. I didn't realize. But the water's pretty murky. Pretty still. I don't really see much action, much insect life, much movement. But we'll try to fish. How about this approach? There's this tree, and then all these root systems, and then the little creek is about, I don't know, about 8 feet below it. So I'm gonna try to just climb over these trees, maybe right between that V, see if I can drop in. The water here is so dark from all the tannins in the redwoods. Anyway, here we go. Another tiny little fish. This is like a, yeah, it looks like it might be a little trout. Maybe a cutthroat, I'm not sure. I'm gonna get him off the hook and release him. It's probably the smallest fish I've ever caught.